1, 2, 3. Intro, 2, 3. Verse 2, 3. Interlude 2, 3. Verse 2, 3.
His broken body laid to rest. His earth was filled with hopelessness, till the Son of Man began to wake, and the tomb became an empty grave.
Tag 2, 3.
Oh, the tomb became an empty grave.
3, 4. Chorus 2, 3,
Was it
4.
death of death when you rose to life, when the dark surrendered to the risen light? Oh, praise the Savior, Jesus Christ. It was a death of death, and I've been
Interlude 1, 2, 3. Verse 2, 3.
Hey, all you wonderful worshipers, Dan Shields here, the church guitarist. It is good to see you today and good to be back together. Hey, today we're going to be going through a song called Death of Death. It's by Cody Carnes, I think, but we're going to be doing the life.church version of it, which is a really nice version of the song. And we're just going to jump right in. So this is going to be guitar 2. I don't have my pedal with me, so I'm going to just switch manually on my Kempers. So let me talk through initially the first part. This does not exist on the the tracks, the rehearsal tracks. So I'm actually doing something just to give guitar 2 basically something to do so you don't have to stand there for half a song. So what I'm going to do initially is just mirror what guitar 1 does, but it's a little bit more quiet. I intentionally have my patches down a little bit, and I intentionally make them a little bit soupier. This is an old trick from like the 70s where you'd have a guitar recorded on one side, and then they would put the dry guitar on the one side, and then the reverb would be way far off on the other side, or delays, and it would make a really spacious sounding recording. So this does the exact same thing. I'm going to have guitar 1 play a little bit cleaner, a little bit less delayed, I guess I should say. Guitar 2 is a little soupier, and if you're in your mix, you're separated, it'll give this big wide open sound, even though you're playing lightly and not doing a lot of anything. All right, so we're going to start off. It's in the this goes back and forth between the key signatures of 3 and 4. And this sound that I have, I'm basically adding a little bit of my guitar sound to a lot of delays and reverb. So I've got 2 different delays and a reverb on. And then I'm going to pretty big reverb. It's not a giant room. It's a little cavey sounding though, and it's pretty heavy mix. And then I have so a long one that you can hear is tailing off. I rolled the top end off on that, and then I have a second one. It's a big long quarter note one. Okay, and both together, it's a really nice rhythmic thing. All right, so I'm going to start off with this line. Let me take off both of the delays. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. All right, now I'm going to put the delays on. I'm going to play it slightly lighter, and it's going to sound like this. 2, 3. First verse, I do nothing. Second verse, I'm going to do a little bit of the sizzle real light, again, just to give a little bit of space and texture to the sound. I'm almost doing nothing there, but just a little bit. And then when it gets into the chorus, was a death of death, and it goes into 4. Was a death of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm going to just do this little picking pattern. Was a death of death. All right, it's almost impossible to hear, so let me play it harder and without all the goop on it. I'm just doing C, G, C, 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 G. It's a little like Paul Simon picking pattern. And then on the G chord, I do D, G, D, C. I keep that sizzle on top, and it sounds really nice. And I'm doing it with my thumb and forefinger, so thumb, first finger, thumb, first finger. All right, and with the delay, it gets a nice like open ambient sound. It's more like a pad, so it sounds like a keyboard pad. All right, so that's enough of that. That takes us into the next patch. I'm going to go into my rhythm pickup, and it goes like this. So I'm doing a C power chord, and E octaves, and then F octaves. 1, 2, 3. So just G octaves, A octaves. Notice I skipped that F chord. Or at C5, and I put the G note in the bottom. It's real thick. Normally I don't do that, but that's what he does in the record. Switch to the neck pickup for the chorus. 1 and so I'm doing a C arpeggio. It's the D form of the arpeggio. C, G, C, E, C, E. Then I'm going to go into a G arpeggio. Second inversion, D, G, B, C, B, C, B. So again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then the next one, I'm going to do a C2. I'm going to do E, G, D, E, clank a little bit like that, so you hear that like heterodyning, you know, that sort of sound. And then back to the G. 6, so I'm doing A and C, and up to this, so it's like an F. Keeps it. Now, one note, depending on the styles that you come out of, if you come out of a more rock style or a more blues style, you are going to be tempted to do this. You know, real heavy but that's not part of the CCM language. So just know that, like, things are straighter in CCM language. There's almost no bends. There's little rocking. So if you're doing not too deep and not too fast is sort of the rules for that. And that's basically all the parts there are for the song. Doesn't really do much of anything else through the rest of the song, but some cool parts on that. So hopefully that helps you. And until next time, God bless.